If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it.
Are you looking for Rebel Clash codes? They are already available on Poton Store, as you can see, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off, or for any purchase of all the other code cards they have.
For the European players, Millibots Gaming has everything you need from collectibles to all the new Pokemon Sword and Shield cards, and Rebel Clash is now in stock. Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Tablemon.
Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. So as you can see, we have Greninja right in front of us. I know a lot of you are big fans of Greninja. A lot of people also hate Greninja. Overall, I personally love Greninja. What you are seeing right now is actually my 2016 national champion list. Yeah, for those of you who might be newer to the game, there used to be national championships held every year. 2016 was the last year that there were national championships, and that is the year that I won. Yeah, so I was the last national champion of Mexico, and I won with the list that you have right here. So for those of you who have been following Tablemon for a long time, you probably know that, but for those of you who might be newer, you might not necessarily know about that. So what I was thinking for this week, yeah, is to have a series of videos where I'm gonna use the past successful decks, yeah, that I have used in order to get good results at tournaments in the expanded format, obviously, because none of them are standard so far, although I can play a couple standard decks from this season. But the idea is to see if any of these decks can stand up to anything of the current meta. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the list as it is. Yeah, I had to make one change. Yeah, originally I had a Wally's over the Evo Soda, but Wally's is now banned in expanded, so I cannot use Wally right now, even if I wanted to, in the expanded ladder. So I made that swap, the Wally for the Evo Soda. There wasn't any other supporter I could really swap in for that. I guess there is a supporter that you can search for a Pokemon, put into your hand. Evo Soda should do the trick. Yeah, so we'll see. I expect to get my butt absolutely kicked over and over. Yeah, absolutely kicked over and over. Alrighty. Absolutely kick over and over, but if we manage to squeak a win with any of these older decks, that would be pretty cool. So decent start. Yeah, if I were going first, this would actually be a fantastic start. I probably actually wanted to start Remoraid because I am going second, in fact. Yeah, I probably wanted to start the Remoraid. And my opponent starts a Jirachi. If this is Pikarom, based on the Jirachi and the Lightning Energy, it's gonna be very difficult, and that definitely confirms that it's Pikarom. Well, it might be Toxtricity, but the radar should signify turn 1 Pikarom. So, like I said, I fully expect to get my butt kicked over and over and over again. Yeah. Even if you trade favorably against the tag teams, like the tag bolt is just way too much. Yeah, you generally can't do anything about the tag bolt. My opponent's playing Koga's Trap. Like, he has this completely fully blinked out fancy deck, and he chooses to play Koga's Trap for whatever reason. But anyways, the paralysis doesn't help me in any way. Paralysis doesn't really help me in any way. I do need to prepare myself and set up another Froakie here. Fully expecting the active to go down, and then we will simply pass right here. Alrighty. So we see a Guzma Halam. Very nice Dawish. So my opponent's probably playing like one of every supporter. Does discard Lightning Energies. Didn't see the third card, but I'm assuming it's the Thunder Mountain, right? So yeah, there's no way Greninja can keep up with this sort of tag team. Like, I could maybe see myself using Lysander and trapping this at some point, maybe, but meh. So my opponent decides not to even use the Go-Go, right? And so like we have a decent follow-up. The issue is there's no way to stop this. Like, I'm gonna set up my first Greninja by the time my opponent has taken 3 prizes on me and eliminated 2 of my Frogadiers next turn. So that's definitely not good news. We only have 1 recovery. No, we have 2 recovery cards actually. The Sacred Ash and the Supra. So yeah, my opponent knowing full well he's not in any sort of trouble. Okay, so this would be Wally, right? So I will not play a supporter this turn because I'm pretending that that's Wally, yeah, being faithful to the deck. Watch me draw a Frogadier off of this Abyssal Hand. There it is, of course. Making the game even harder. Yeah, making the game absolutely even harder. So yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Obviously not going to happen here. So Greninja definitely outmatched by the super powerful and super quick tag team deck. So let's see if we can find a different opponent, see if we can do anything else right here. Let's see if we can do anything else with this deck. Probably try and play like 2 or 3 games depending on the length. But yeah, I mean, I thought it would be like something new, something a little bit original to do. You could also play a supporter on turn 1 in the old days, right? Awful hand, absolutely awful hand. So that's also a big change, right, to how decks work. Okay, apparently my opponent is playing the turn 1 win deck. So as long as I can survive this turn, well, not necessarily because my hand sucks. If I had a supporter, I would 100% level ball for a Nerf Roki. However, I'm just gonna attach here and I'm gonna pass. So my opponent needs to do 60 dash to the bench and 60 to the active. The 60 to the active should be fairly simple. That Tails is really, really good. Can Greninja take a win against the turn 1 deck? I guess we'll see. Yeah, we're in for a long turn. If we survive and we do water duplicates, I fully expect to win the game, right? If we don't, then we're gonna be okay. So there's the first Zigzagoon. Decides to put it on the active. What? So my opponent's hand probably dead? Yeah, all right. I think we have our first win. I think we have our very first win. Good thing I chose to go first. And there we go. All right. Point for Greninja, the 2016 national champion deck, defending its dignity. Yeah, defending its dignity. Taking a win off of that horrible turn 1 win deck. I say horrible because it literally doesn't let you play. Yeah, that's the only reason why it's horrible. Because it doesn't let you play. It's a great way to grind the ladder. It's a fair deck to play. I don't personally enjoy it because it doesn't let me play. I just watch you play for a whole 3 minutes, hoping you don't get all the pieces. If you do, I'm in trouble. If you don't, then it's all good. So my opponent's hope there was for me to draw path, right? Other than that, there definitely wasn't anything else they could do. All right, so a lightning psychic deck. Apparently, I have no clue what we are up against. So I was thinking, the next few decks that I'm going to use, or the next decks in the list, of decks to be used, We definitely have Buzzwole coming up. We definitely have Gardevoir, right? Gardevoir is a pretty important one. We have Zoroark, Golisopod. We have Sylveon Mill. So, okay. So we are actually up against Night March. Nice. And for the third game in a row, we have a dead hand. Awesome. So I absolutely... Like, I have double Jirachi, so that might be useful. I absolutely have to do this. And then now I'm in top deck mode. But, like, it's really incredible how... Since yesterday, I've been drawing really bad. Yesterday, I played in a Pokex Expanded tournament, and it's just, I couldn't get decent starting hands the whole day, all 6 rounds. And I was one double dragon away from making top 8, and I couldn't. I really, really couldn't. It was so tough. Oh well. Alrighty, so my opponent having a really good turn here probably. Quick Ball is very nice, and Scoop Up Nets are very nice for Night March. So fun fact, I actually beat Night March in top 4. Yeah, I actually beat Night March in top 4 of the national championship. Yeah, I beat Night March there to get to the finals. Back then, they did not have Chaotic Swell, they did not have Scoop Up Net, they did not have Field Blower, they did not have Electro Power, they did not have Quick Balls. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of changes to the Night March list, a lot of buffs that it has gotten. That the Greninja that I am currently using does not really benefit from, right? I'm not even playing the water energy that puts back the Pokemon. Wow, but my opponent actually doesn't even get the KO, and I actually managed to top deck a supporter. So maybe thanks to our double Jirachi, yeah, we might have a chance here. Definitely want to set up the Remoraid, right? Definitely want to set up the Remoraid. All my Frogadiers are there, which is fantastic news. Absolutely fantastic news. And then, yeah, it's actually not looking terrible now because my opponent with that knockout and because I top decked that supporter. So if I manage to get to a Greninja break stage and I manage to pick off some prizes on the bench and take 2 prize turns, Greninja might actually come out on top of this, like 2016 Greninja beating 2020 Night March. That's gonna be a good headline, you know? That's gonna be a very, very good headline. So I was also thinking of doing like world champion decks, you know, like world champion decks. Maybe that's what I should do, like Mexico national champion, and then US national. I also thought about just doing national champions, right? So there's a bunch of ideas you can do, yeah, and it's all about like just grabbing the deck and smashing yourself against the current metagame and seeing what happens, yeah, and seeing what happens. So my opponent very reliant, yeah, there were no Scoop Up Nets obviously back then. Okay, so this is important. My opponent goes Scoop Up Net onto Shaman, right? So if I use Greninja's attack, right, which I should be able to, I'm actually not gonna use Jirachi right here. I wish this was Field Blower so I could take away that state. Well, I guess the state doesn't matter. They're always gonna want to kill me. Okay, so, and I even have this Greninja. So if I manage to use Shadow Stitching, I might actually lock my opponent out of the game here, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna Abyssal Hand because I'll probably just end up discarding the cards I draw from Abyssal Hand. I'd rather just go for this. I get triple Greninja set up, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, you know what? I probably should have grabbed the other one. That was a silly mistake because doing 30 damage with the ability could also be good, right? Do I want the Super Rod? Yeah, I actually do want the Super Rod. Out of these cards, I definitely think Super Rod is the better one. So we'll put back these, the water instead of the Froakie for sure. And then we'll go ahead and Abyssal Hand. We'll draw 2 more cards. Not great, not terrible. And we'll go Shadow Stitching. So my opponent cannot use abilities during their turn, right? That was one of the big strengths of this deck. So that's really cool. And my opponent cannot use Shaman to set up, which is fantastic. And based on the fact that he is utilizing Scoop Up Nets, you would assume that he is a little bit reliant on the Shaman. So that's really good. Yeah. 2016 Greninja going up against 2029 March. Oh, please don't tell me my opponent disconnected. I think my opponent might have disconnected. Either that or he's not paying attention. Friend. Oh, come on. No, I actually wanted to play this. I feel like I had a very good chance at winning this match in particular. Yeah, given my current setup on turn 2 versus my opponent's field, right? Come on. No, I'm pretty sure he's away. Oh, no. Okay, well, he promotes. He promotes, but he doesn't do anything. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that my opponent left the game. I mean, he might have left when we Shadow Stitched. I really think we had a good shot at winning this one. Oh my gosh. Oh well. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? All right. Yeah. So we're just waiting to get this win here. I don't want to just like quit. Yeah, my opponent just passes. Okay, so this would be Wally. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Wally into the Frogadier, I think. Then I got back, and then I'll go ahead and bench. I can play as a portrait technically, but I won't. Just take this knockout and then maybe just win next turn based on the fact that my opponent is away from the keyboard. He definitely is, because he didn't do anything. Yeah, he definitely is, because he didn't do anything, but oh well. Oh well. Alrighty. So we're just waiting here. We are just waiting, and then I'll play one more game. Hopefully an opponent that doesn't quit so quickly, right? Hopefully against an opponent that doesn't quit so quickly. And there we go. Okay. All right, so that's 2-1 for Greninja. That's 2-1 for the national champion deck. All right, let's get a good game, please. One that we don't get like completely destroyed immediately, but one that we I don't know, one that we actually get to play out and enjoy, I hope. Alrighty. Looking for opponents. Can 2016 Mexican national champion pull off another win? Alright. My bot says hello. I'm sure he'll be very surprised at my deck choice. And alrighty. Then like he sends a heart and then a broken heart. Maybe he knows that I'm dead drawing for a 4th game in a row. Oh, nice. That's why. That's why the sad heart. That is why the sad hearts. Alrighty. There's absolutely no way my opponent can knock out all 3 Pokemon, right? absolutely no way. My opponent can knock out all 3 Pokemon. And wait, why? Why are Zigzagoon and Shayminiacs starting on the bench? What? What? Maybe if my opponent watches the video, he can let us know, right? Maybe if my opponent watches the video, he can let us know. Okay, well, let's do one more game. So far, we've won 3, we've lost 1. You know, we got wrecked by Pikarom, and we've beaten the turn 1 deck twice now, just by benching more than 1 Pokemon. And I really think that would have been a very good game against Night March. I really do. And it would have been even better if I had evolved to the Greninja that does 30 damage to the bench. By discarding a water, because then I could like make sure the Joltex just never, always gets sniped rather. It's okay though. Alright, now we're up against a fire deck. And it had water too. Is this Volcanion? Volcanion versus Greninja used to be like a very would you like to go first? Yes. Like a very clutch match that kept on happening. And we have a very good hand now. We actually have a very, very good hand. I'm going first, so I don't need to bench. Yeah, it is Volcanion. Okay, so this is like a 2016 true battle. Yeah, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. What are the odds that I choose to use a 2016 deck and I go up against a deck that has 2016 cards as well? That is awesome. That is awesome. Obviously, Welder is a 2020 card, not a 2016 card. So poor Frog is just gonna get burnt to pieces. Yeah. Poor Frog is just gonna get burnt to pieces. And obviously Reshiram Charizard was not a thing before. Yeah. Shaymini X was though. Shaymini X certainly was. Alright. Alrighty. And there we go. Turn 1 KO for my opponent. Not bad. Alright. Sorry, it's just I ordered the supermarket. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and water duplicates. I don't want to play this and then draw Frogadiers. Okay. Alright, so obviously quick balls weren't there either. We're gonna see the Trainer's Mail. Can the water deck come out on top? Can we actually win 4 out of 5 games with our 2016 national champion list? That makes me very happy. Yeah, that actually makes me very happy. I'm confident. I'm confident. My opponent can't attack me this turn. Yeah, that's the drawback of Volcanic Hit. It's 130 and this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. I fully expect another Welder by my opponent, right? Does go for the Steam Up. The double Steam Up. Attaches. Goes for the Fire Crystal, so he must have a Welder, right? Oh no, wait, so what? Oh, my gosh, that was such a poor play by my opponent. He played Fire Crystal, got 2 cards back, and then played the Shaman instead of playing the Shaman first, drawing 4 cards, and then playing the Fire Crystal. That was not well done by my opponent. He's playing triple Shaman, triple Tag Team. He's also playing triple Volcanion EX because one is in the discard pile, so just a full-on pure power fire deck. But that's okay, because we trade, I hope, quite favorably against these guys. there's no point in stopping abilities, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and do as much damage as I can with my Greninja. I do 2-hit KO, right? I do 2-hit KO Reshisard. Do I care about the Rough Seas? Do I care about his bench? I actually do, right? So I'm gonna grab the Starling Megaphone just to discard the tool. And then I'm not gonna care about End right now. I really need to find my Greninjas, right? And that is fantastic. Those are the Greninjas that we are indeed looking for. Let's go ahead and Trainer's Mail. Let's grab this. Sure, I'm happy about that. And then let's put back the pieces that I've lost already. And hopefully we can draw a Froakie or more Pokemon Search through that guy. Okay, so I cannot play this, right? That would be Wally, so I cannot play the Wally right now. I can, however, Moonlight Slash to do 200 damage to this Reshiram and Charizard GX. My hand is pretty poor, actually. My hand is pretty poor. I need 10 more damage so I could KO with... I could go break, KO that guy, and then attack something else. With my Lysander, my opponent has to be playing switching cards, right? Like, there's no way he's not playing switching cards. We are going to see a VS Seeker for N. I am very happy about that, right? I am generally very happy about that because my hand is not very good. Does Squiggle for yet another Volcanion. Pretty cool. Yeah, and then we're gonna see the end. This perhaps was a little like precipitated on my part. There was no need for me to play that. Like, it doesn't change any mats, and it might have changed the mats on a different Greninja. So that might have been a mistake on my part. This attack is affected by weakness, so that Greninja sucks, right? That Greninja absolutely sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and Trainer's Mail. I really want the Shamans to stay in there, so sure, I'll grab this, it doesn't really matter. I'll set up the second Greninja, right? That's more important than the break right now. Definitely think that's more important than the break. So I have Knockout, right? And my opponent is gonna be End down to 3 cards. And I'm gonna KO with Shadow Stitching. So actually the math does matter with that Muscle Band. And I get... Nice, this is fantastic, right? This is generally fantastic. So I'm gonna get, not that guy, I'm gonna get the break. I am going to get the break. I will max evolve or whatever you wanna call it. I'm gonna go ahead and Giant Water Shuriken onto a Shaman, right? And then, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Ultra Ball, these two, for a Froakie, and then go ahead and bench that guy, and then I'm gonna go ahead and super attack this and 2 waters. Actually 3 waters. Let's do 3 waters instead, and then we'll go ahead and Abyssal Hand. I fully expect to win this game, honestly. I fully expect to win this game. Shadow Stitching, no abilities. My opponent needs Welder and needs to GX me with Reshisard, right? That's the only way he could possibly do something about this situation right now. He is down 2 Welders and 2 Fire Crystals. Does find Trainer's Mail immediately. Well, there's a VS Seeker. I guess, yeah, VS Seeker makes it very easy to get the Welder, actually. That's exactly what he grabs. Oh my god, he just, like, his End to 3 was VS Seeker 2 Fires. What the heck? What the actual heck? Wow. Okay, well, not much I can do about that. It's gonna be a close one. That top deck is very good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and discard these 2. I do need my Frogadier here. I need a backup Greninja. That's literally all I need, right? That's literally all I need. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, and then we will end my opponent down once again. I do have Octillery to recover myself, which is pretty nice. I won't be denying abilities this time around, however. I can go for a Froakie. Oh my god, my last Greninja. Uh-oh. Yeah. Uh-oh. I might have done a big oopsie. Once again. Oh my god. Did I really mess this up by not putting the Greninja back? I think I did. I think I lose because of that. I think I lose because I did not put the Greninja back. Yeah. I think I lose because I did not put the Greninja back. Okay, I'm gonna Giant Water Shuriken onto this guy. So then my only hope, right, would be that I get my Sacred Ash. Nope. Pretty sure my Sacred Ash is priced. Okay, so I'm gonna Moonlight Slash. I need to find Sacred Ash. This guy not hitting for weakness is going to be my downfall. That guy not hitting for weakness is going to be the reason I lose this match. Wait, no, yeah, I do die. Of course, at the energy and the end, right? The end did absolutely nothing as my opponent does have Scoop Up Net, will be able to reutilize Shaman. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead because I didn't put this back. I'm down my Sacred Ash. I'm down my Super Rod. This silly Greninja. If this was the other Greninja, I would have actually won the game. If that was... Okay. I hope he realizes, or he's thinking. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Is he gonna welder onto something else and then retreat or something? No. Fighting Fury Belts, that wouldn't change anything, right? If I had... Oh no, I lose. I would need to Lysander. I don't think my opponent has Switch. No, I lose. I actually lose here. Because this thing doesn't apply weakness. Ugh. I actually lose because that thing doesn't apply weakness. No, I can't believe it. 190. Oh, I wouldn't have won because of his thing. Oh, I can't believe it. Okay, my opponent also never missed a single beat, right? That's what's crazy about this. If I had put back the Greninja with the Super Rod instead of the other water, maybe I would have whiffed the water at some point, but that's what I needed to do. I didn't envision this happening. I was like, nah, I won't run out of Greninjas, but then I did, yeah? And also my opponent's end was just like fantastic, right? There was nothing I could do about that. But yeah, I had fun using my my national champion deck. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the suffering. Yeah, we almost beat a 2020 deck, fire deck that has welders and VS Seekers and whatnot with our Greninja. Definitely that Greninja was like the ability Greninja was there because Night March was so popular, right? And the double Jirachis, but as you saw, they were not very helpful in this last matchup at all. Yeah, and I don't know. Interesting games for sure. Enjoyable to use this, and let me know. Yeah, let me know if you would like to see more of this style of videos where it's like the old versus the new. Yeah, thanks so much. Don't forget to leave a like, and I'll catch you in our next video.